From Reuters TV, here are the top stories.
First, real clues on the success of Apple's watch.
Cuba's flag flies again in Washington.
In China, bots hitting the back of the net.
This is Reuters Now.
Apple scheduled to post third quarter results later on Tuesday, the first time the company can include sales of its watch. But Reuters Apple correspondent Julia Love says those coveted numbers might be what investors are least likely to get a clear picture of.
Apple has announced that it will lump sales of the watch in to sort of an other category that is going to include the iPod and kind of a hodgepodge of other products. And so we'll expect people to scrutinize that category very closely. Another thing to listen for on the call is details about China. It's an increasingly important market for Apple. But now the troubles in the Chinese economy have some worried that Apple, too, could hit a roadblock.
CEO Tim Cook will discuss the results on a conference call at 5 p.m. Eastern.
You're watching Reuters TV, but this is just a preview. Download our mobile app to get a news show that's personalized to you.
Cuba's flag rising against blue skies in Washington Monday for the first time in 54 years. Hours earlier in Havana, the U.S. Embassy also brushing away the Cold War cobwebs. Celebrations and tears greeting the historic break from decades of mistrust. Reporter Matt Spitalnik on the scene in Washington.
This is a hugely symbolic moment for the two countries. They will be able to have the kind of government-to-government contacts that have been lacking for decades.
But fierce opponents remain. Cuban-American Senator Marco Rubio.
Cuba is a state sponsor of terrorism.
Republicans in Congress won't even allow Obama to nominate an ambassador, so the embassy in Havana will operate without one for now. A sign Obama's fight for normal ties has really just begun.
The debate has not even begun in Congress over the historic nuclear deal with Iran, but the world isn't waiting. The controversial agreement getting a major boost Monday from the United Nations. The Security Council unanimously endorsing the terms negotiated in Vienna that will lift economic sanctions on Iran while reining in any plans for a nuclear bomb. UN Reuters reporter Michelle Nichols says the deal keeps Iran on a short leash.
Under the resolution adopted today, if Iran is found to have breached the deal, there is a mechanism in place that allows for all the previous sanctions to be automatically reimposed.
Now the heat is on Congress to get in line, with many Republicans vowing to put up a fight.
The heads are rolling after Toshiba's massive accounts scandal. The company announcing Tuesday that CEO Hisao Tanaka is stepping down after an investigation found he and other execs played a key role in faking more than $1 billion in profits over several years. Tokyo correspondent Ritsuko Ando says orders to cook the books were coming directly from the top.
Toshiba's successive leaders, including the current CEO Tanaka, weren't only aware of improper accounting, but also played a large role in encouraging it. There was a culture where line managers felt they couldn't speak up, they couldn't go against their superiors' wishes. So that means there were likely line managers or middle managers who questioned why they were booking costs or profits a certain way, but they felt discouraged from speaking up.
The beautiful game played by robots, the 2015 Robo Cup kicking off in China. The goal, develop robots that could beat a human team by the middle of this century. Still a long ways off, but the games are a path toward that future.
We're using football as a public platform to develop robotic technology. Do they run quickly? Are their movements flexible? We're also looking at their perceptive skills.
For the main event, each team runs the same bots, but it's up to them to program how they play. And once the game's underway, they can't mess with the code. 47 countries represented here by more than 300 teams. The winners will be crowned after the final on Wednesday.
You're up to date. For more, download the Reuters TV app on your iPhone or iPad. You'll be able to watch offline with our auto-download feature and receive a news show that's ready whenever you are. Visit the App Store or enter your number now.